Hi everyone, it's Hazel here, and this is my first video of the challenge, but I have done one page off camera because yesterday I was having drama with my video app, but thanks to my very clever son-in-law, that's all fixed and I'm up and running. So I need to catch up. So I have done torn edges, which I completed yesterday. So today I'm going to work on a touch of gold and botanicals. I want to try and do two. It does involve a bit of off-camera work, but that way at least I can start to catch up. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. This is the page that I did yesterday with the torn edges. I'm using this in my new art journal, which I'm calling my Remembery, or the Remembery, because I like to play with words, and well, my whole family used to like to play with words. And something my dad used to say was, you have a terrible memory, but your forgettery is amazing. And that always stuck. So my journal is going to be called the Remembery, which is where I'm going to write down little short stories about various members of my family in the past, starting within Edwardian times and coming back to almost the present, but it's going to be called the Remembery because it's where I'm going to write down the things I remember before they move into my forgettery and they're lost forever. So there you have it. So here we have. This is a beautiful little ink and pen drawing done by a mysterious HDT. It's signed here, and the date is the 18th of the 5th, 1915. I misread it yesterday and put that it was the 18th of the 8th, but that's okay. I can do a little bit of sorting out there. So this is now the 18th of May 1915 that this little person drew this beautiful picture for my granny in her autograph book. So because this exercise was in torn edges, I scanned in the picture from the autograph book, made it slightly smaller and reprinted it, and then I've torn this edge. I found this little frame which looks rather Art Nouveau to me, and I thought, well, that was fitting, so I've added that around the three sides of the picture and left this with the torn bit. This here, when I'm painting, if I'm feeling a little bit lazy and I don't want to have to keep going and washing my palette or my little glass plate that I use as a palette, I will just take a piece of paper and use that as a palette. And I've got some old road trip map books which I've been using, and this is a piece of that I have had mixed paint on over and over and over again, and I just love the texture. So that's what this is. It's a little piece of old palette paper, and then this here is a small piece of a masterboard that I created, and I'd had to trim it to fit something, and it's one where I used brayer, bubble wrap stamp, and then I think it was only 3 colors, which was a yellow, sap green, and alizarin crimson, I presume. I think that's it. Yeah, that's my whole story about this one. So I feel happy now that she has appeared on camera, and she will go into the memory banks quite nicely. So that's that done. So now we're moving on to a touch of gold. I have decided that I'm taking this little page. Let's move this out of the way now. And I'm going to play a bit with my gold pen, and possibly a little bit of my acrylic markers. Sorry, people, I tend to forget words, which I think I'm allowed to do at the ripe old age of 78, going on 79. But anyway, here we go. So I'm going to start off with my little gold pen. I think it's a gold gel pen. What's it called? Hybrid gel. Okay. So that's what it is, but it's rather a nice one. See, there's a little piece of my map paper that I used in the previous page. There we go. Just want to make sure that the pen is working nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to outline a couple of these places with the gold. I'll let you see me start. Then I'm going to do most of it off camera, because this can be dead boring, especially when you go way offline, as I have done right now. Offline meaning not coloring in the lines, going around out the lines. But that's okay, fortunately. It's just going to be a little bit. So I don't know if it's noticeable yet. Let's hold it up to the camera. There we go. So you can see that's what I'm going to be doing now. It's just outlining the top of the tree. And I'll be back once that's done. Okay, I've finished this now. If you have a look, let me bring it right up to the camera, then you can see it better. You can see now the way I've edged everything. I've only gone down this far, and while I've been doing this, I remembered that the last video I did, where I actually filmed putting these white stencils onto the brown paper pages, one of my subscribers asked me if I was going to turn this into a family tree. And while I've been outlining it at the moment, I thought to myself, now isn't that a fun idea? I'm not going to add it today, because I've still got to do a little bit of research into the people who will be mentioned in this journal of mine. But I will be putting it down around here, lists with lines going up to the tree. So what I'm going to do now is finish this off, and we can move on to the botanicals page. But again, I'm wanting to save a bit of time so I can make this a very interesting video. So for you, I'll be taking a deep breath. For me, I'll be back in about half an hour, I guess. Okay, so I'm making good progress here. Have a look. What I did was I drew little gold stars, and then they weren't showing up enough to satisfy me, so I outlined them all in white with a white gel pen. So I'm quite pleased with that. And now look what I'm doing. I had a thought. See the tree trunk? I'm kind of doing little wiggly lines on it to make it look like bark. Don't know why, but the idea came to me, so I thought, let's go with it. And I've decided, thank you very much, Tina, for your suggestion, that I will, in fact, use this as a family tree. I'm going to complete the page today up to the point where I start adding in the names, because as I said earlier, I would like to do a little bit of research and confirm a few of the names that I need to put in here, because there will be stories attached to them. So yeah, but up to the point of putting in the names and drawing the lines into the tree, we'll complete the rest of the page today. And I'm rather liking the way it's looking. You see I did gold up to there on both sides. So now I'm just taking white for the bottom, because we don't need to sparkle and shine quite so much there. And perhaps we'll just take a little bit of this up here. I'm liking that. Okay, that's enough fiddling now. I think that is rather lovely though. Let me turn it around for you so you can have a good look. Yes, I'm liking that. I think that's going to be very cool. So now I just need to draw a label, and I think I'll do it on a little piece of brown paper. You see, I have been saving the little strips of brown paper that I trim off when I was prepping pages for the journal. I want a wide-ish one, so I think that will. No, this will do. There we go. Keep that back up. So I'm just going to put a little comment at the top of the tree. My handwriting is not very good, but I just need to keep practicing. And where do I practice? In my journaling. So here we go. This is what happens when you only use a computer for years and years and years at work. Yeah. Anyway, and true to form, we will tear it instead of making neat little cuts. Another little idea popped into my head just as I was about to stop this page. I have made some rootlets at the bottom, and I'm just going to put a few dots with my acrylic marking pen. Just make a couple of extra marks in and around the tree. And it doesn't really matter if they get hidden away by lists, etc. It does just make this page look a tad more completed, I think. Oh, what makes you think I'm guilt tripping about not completing a project? You know, my birthday's in September, so I am what my family call me, a picky Virgo, because I like things done properly. So therefore the actual mixed media work and art junk journaling and that sort of thing is actually quite good for me, because it's forcing me to acknowledge that not everything is right if it's perfect. You're allowed to be slightly imperfect as well. White pen, there we go. Let's just finish this off. There. Oops. You'll notice I'm not using the prompts print out. It's simply because this is going into this family journal. So there we go. I don't really want to put the prompts on the page. Okay, so there we have it, folks. Not terribly exciting right now, but I think it's going to serve its purpose, and I will put a photo on the page if I manage to get it done in time before the July is over. I will put a completed picture on the Facebook page. So let's put that aside, and now we start with the botanicals. People, I decided to edit what I had done for the video so far, and realized that if I added botanicals to this particular video, it's going to be a long one, and I know a lot of people don't have time to watch a long video, so I'm going to end off here now. We've got the 2. I've caught up with 2 at least, and I think by Monday I should have the other 2 done. I don't mind putting in overtime over the weekend, because I'm well cared for where I live by my wonderful family, so I don't have to work or anything like that, so I can just play. For me, this is not work, this is play. But I do want to thank everyone, Lee especially, for accepting me into the challenge. All the people who are in the challenge, I'm so happy to be working with you because I find you all so clever and so fascinating. Okay, flattery over. But please, guys, if you are interested in what I seem to be doing, I would love you to subscribe to me because at the moment I'm quite small, having only started my channel in March 2025. So please like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you wish, I would be delighted. And please add some comments because, as you guys know, comments is what helps us realize if we're doing the right thing or not. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, and bye-bye.